I brought this motherfucker up since he was a little ass fool, and he takes care of me and I take care of him. TKO is not a gang, and it's not a Boy Scout troop. They're a bunch of vandals that hang out together and vandalize or paint graffiti. The original name for TKO was Total Chaos. There was a lot of gangs around here. There was 2 big gangs. These guys would think I would be from this gang, and these guys would think I'd be in that gang, so they always try to jump me. How many bullets did you have?
I took in 5 bullets. Right here, my arm, in my head, and in my chest.
So we started hanging around with each other and protecting each other, and that's how it started. It's like safety in numbers, you know? There's people in Canada now. There's the East Coast, the Midwest, the South, all over the West Coast. There ain't nothing I could do. I can't get rid of them. And it's not like, you know, we made a plan. It just happened, you know? And if I shave my head, it's not because I belong in a gang. It's because it's cheaper to shave my head than go to the barber every weekend and get a haircut. Gang graffiti is gangs marking their territory. Graffiti is marking your name everywhere to let everybody know, this is me, I was here, fuck off.
It's all about PMS. It controls all of us girls.
What is it, a pink hammer?
We work with Claw because she makes great clothes. And she lends us a lot of cachet, being a little superstar around town.
My name is Claudia, so my nickname derived from that. When I was about 8 years old, my friend's older brother came home all high and drunk and said, "Oh, look, it's the Claw."
At a time in New York City history where a lot of shit's already been done, trains aren't here anymore, I think people need to do things to stay fresh and interesting, and I thought, like, an icon that represents what her name was, that was pretty exciting.
The fact that it's an icon, it creates a mass appeal in a way that even the most legible throw-ups and graph hits don't have. And it's a powerful symbol, and it's very direct.
I'm making my stamp, and I want to see it everywhere. If you don't bomb, then you can't peace. Don't bother. If you can't support your name, then you have no business writing graffiti, because graffiti is not just the pretty part. Piecing is kind of the glossy exterior. It's like, look, we're artists, but to get to that level, you had to spend a couple years on the street creating a name and a rep for yourself.
When I first noticed her claw symbol, I thought her whole fashion background, claw, her real name, her personality as an individual, it all kind of came together, and using that icon was perfect. I mean, it was unique in its own way, but yet it's kind of summed up who she was, who she is.
Pimpin' man slut, power money sack, painting mad spa, huffing mad skunk, punching many suckers.
This was in high school. Claudia was basically a good child, but she did certain things that she shouldn't have done in her youth as she got older, especially when she became a teenager.
She could have her moments. She could turn on a dime, if you know what I mean.
Very rebellious, very rebellious. My other daughter is a physician.
I don't think she's made the smartest choices, and I really do think she needs to wise up. If she were to be arrested again, it would be her third violation, and who knows what'll happen at that point. I think that I am a little bit more grounded because, I'm sorry, Bernard, you've got to stop that. She's not somebody who should be in jail. She's getting a little old for that.
Claudia in her art right now, at this moment of her work, she has not let me in on exactly what it is she does. Maybe she's afraid to tell me because she thinks I'll worry even more.
It wasn't something that I cared to elaborate on or, you know, even wanted to bother trying. My mom kind of sees things her way.
No, it has nothing to do with that, please. I have not learned to appreciate graffiti art.
I don't think my mom really likes graffiti art. I remember her distinct reactions were, why can't you paint a tree or a flower? Why do you always have to write your name? It's so immature.
She produced graffiti.
She did graffiti.
I really kind of never really talked to her about it. She couldn't understand, or I don't know, maybe I just never gave her the chance to.
I think she doesn't tell me where she's going because if I knew, I might drive over there and pull her by the hair back into the car. So that might be one of the reasons why she doesn't mention it to me.
When I was younger and I would come into Manhattan with my friends and we would take the subway, you know, in the early 80s, the heyday of the trains. We're 13, 14 years old coming into Manhattan. You would get on these cars and you would be just so impressed. It was unbelievable to like travel in this like shuttle of art. There was something in my life that I was missing. I did not feel like I was here. And I really wanted to prove to myself, like, oh, look, I am here. There's my name. Graffiti just kind of drowned out all the insecurities that I had about myself and just made me feel like I could really do anything. You're walking, there's no one around. It's just this like private little world. It's a wild feeling of really being connected to your surroundings. And you can just take a little piece and it's yours. I'm fixing my spot. Somebody mistakenly thought that I am sleeping, that I'm not maintaining my spots, but they are wrong. Cannot let this go on. I was raised by train riders, and I have learned, you know, that if somebody else has a spot, you can't take their spot unless it's dissed. Throw up goes over a tag, and peace goes over a throw up. There are so many rules and regulations, it's crazy. Not everybody follows them, but I do, I don't know.
My boy, some MBS. This will take 4 seconds to get rid of this. One time I was working on Crenshaw, a sign, all of a sudden I heard a backfire, found a bullet hole in the sign. So somebody apparently had maybe shot at me while I was out there. I'm gonna leave it like that.